Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fireside Casts, where we cast. And today we're casting some advanced week 8, I suppose, last week of the regular season, um, with some playoffs implications as well. It is MGCS versus Ninjago. Both teams you might recognize. Ninjago, one that was in Maine for quite a while. This is their advanced move up season. MGCS have been a team before in advanced, but usually on the lower end of things. But I think they are fighting for a potential spot in playoffs, but definitely need to win this, or at least would really like to win this. Maybe have to make playoffs. Anyway, I am joined tonight by number one rocker. How are you?
Howdy, I'm doing all right. Good to be here as always. Yeah, if MGCS wins tonight, they and Ninjago will have the same 9-7 record, so could be interesting to shake things up for the placements.
Really? 9-7. You're right, actually. Yeah.
I know what a counter
So
says I don't.
yeah, so Ninjago do pretty much have a spot in playoffs. They are currently the second place team. So it's not super high stakes for them, but you obviously like to win rather than lose. So we're still going to be seeing a competitive game. But why don't we introduce the teams here? You can go ahead and pick whichever team
Yeah,
you want.
I'll go with Ninjago since I don't think it's any secret. I know most of these guys here. Uh, got on Soldier, Rave AC, and Mr. Kaza. Mr. Kaza going to be rocking some high ping on Soldier tonight. Mob and Hami are going to be your scouts. I don't know why Mobe's playing scout. He's a medic main. It just breaks my heart to see. And then rounding it out, Finman on medic, of course. And then yeah, take us away with MG.
Um, yeah, I do have a question though. Is Finman usually their med? Because I see Gotten plays with them a fair amount as well.
I'm not too sure, but Finman, yeah, he's always been a medic main for the teams
I
that he's
I
on.
do know
So
that, but yeah, I'm just wondering if it's okay. I'm being told that Gotten was just a sub for Finman while he couldn't
yeah,
play. Okay. Yeah, MGCS, pretty much the same roster we've seen in the past of JJ Dewitt, Michael PC1. We have Moistiem and Mild on Soldiers as well. I don't know. I think Moistiem was there last season as well that they played. Sunny is their medic, and Imagine as well on Scout, which was not a name I recognized, but I believe if any of you know Riven in Twitch chat, I've seen that alias around. That's this player, and
okay.
based on their RGL as well. Won intermediate last time they played, and then skipped a div all the way up to advanced.
Clearly a phenom.
Yeah, someone to keep your eye on, I suppose. As far as this matchup's concerned, let me actually look. Oh, you know what? Maybe I put money on the wrong team because last time these teams played against each other, um, and the only time they played against each other for that matter, MGCS won. That was week 2, so pretty early on, but it was on Snakewater. Here we are on Gullywash, which is a little different, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Ninjago are the types of snake water guys. I think Gullywash is definitely more their speed, so it'll be interesting
Mm.
to see it. But yeah, no, I know Moise over there on MG, and he's a real beast. So he's definitely one to look out for. Even though he's also going to be on High Ping Soldier, but he can still get the plays. I've seen him up close.
Yeah, I do think. Well, obviously, Gully is a very soldier-dominated map. Um, Projectiles in general, but I think specifically soldier, and that's an interesting story because honestly, man, I don't know which team has better soldiers here. I have been. Um, I think that prestige-wise, that's honestly still a tough call. I think
I
Rave is definitely up there, even though he
Oh yeah,
hasn't played Soldier seasons traditionally, but I'm sure he's played an ungodly amount of Soldier pugs. But I've been impressed with watching Mr. Kaza when I watch this team play.
hmm
It does seem like Mr. Kaza has a lot of impact, and that's something I'm looking forward to maybe seeing out of them.
yeah. No, Hami's had Kaza around for a very long time, and I think it's for good reason. So I'm right there with you.
Mhm. Absolutely. Yeah, at this point, pretty much just waiting for
Yeah, it's the
both teams to
classic
ready up.
soap DM moment. Just nobody really wants to hit F4, but you could totally hit F4 at any time. Oh, there we go. We have a
Well,
have fun. There we go. We're right
and
on
we
time.
just like that. Who do you have your eyes on
Oh,
this
come
mid?
on, man. Come on, man. You know I got to go with Rave AC.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. And Gully is a very you can get away with a lot of aggression on Gully. In fact, a lot of the time bombing first is just like a winning strategy. So we'll see. We do have actually immediate scout aggression on point. Mode eating a bunch of damage, but Mr. Kaza underneath.
Finman.
Oh wow, Moist DM. I think with a drop down play there does just get the med. Actually, the full cross from Sunny now on the opposite team's side. Both the red players left alive are very weak. Should be dealt with pretty easily. Just Mr. Kaza on 3 HP. Almost hits a crazy air shot that wouldn't have even killed.
No,
Yeah.
it's just to make it clear. Don't jump even with 3 HP. You know, set the tone early, right?
Yeah, that is kind of scary. Gullywash, again, very aggressive mid and plenty of mid-last potential because as you see, very fast to get onto second from mid and very fast to get from second into lobby.
And
so,
it's perilous to fall back too when you do go forward on defense because then you got to get back perfectly.
A lot of meds dying on 2, dying in lobby, stuff like that. So we do have Mob set up on Pyro. I do like a gun Pyro play here.
He's on the right side though, so.
Yeah, looking like a river Uber. And I like this a lot. Getting tanked a bit, backing up, just staying alive. I think that's really important. Huge reflect onto do it as well. Actually gets cleaned up by Rave, who's playing water. Fantastic last hold here. And I think that's
nobody
like
died.
Yeah. Rave actually quite aggressive in river already. Just creating space here. 2 should be completely free. Mild is hiding on last though, but yeah, gets dealt with, doesn't even get a trade. I do think that was a textbook kind of Pyro where, yes, you can stall, but once you die, it's like not that great anymore. So playing to live there, just playing to get what you can and stay on the class, just a ton of value there. And even a nice little reflect.
Yeah, you lived on 7 HP as well, so nobody really died except for the re-push out there. Rave AC in the face, but actually a snipe in the meantime on Mobe. And Moit's answering back on Alex, so no demo. Tragedy. Falling, and actually Finman pops off that Uber.
Not great. Everyone is weak. Moist DM is behind, and this should be an easy second point push for MGCS, and it is just that. So setting up on last for Ninjago.
Yeah, just when they thought they had a bit of daylight, they got slapped back and full Uber advantage for Sunny now.
Yep. This time the engineers and the pyros have swapped roles. We have Mode on engineer and Hammy on pyro. We'll see if they can replicate that same success last time. It was nice. It definitely worked out. We do have traps on point. Actually, do we?
Nice.
Oh, nice det there from Alex. Immediately killing the demo. Do it really can't catch a break during these Ubers. And Pyro keeps the gun alive again. Getting that trap kill obviously helps a lot. But again, Gun Pyro keeping the gun alive through the Uber. Textbook stuff.
And a second holdout from Ninjago. Haven't been able to really convert back, but they're certainly trying pushing out a lobby. Alex getting the one out of Sunny, and the Uber is forced off to save the demo here. And now pushing through is Mild, and actually this is a bit of a collapse. 3 dead for MGCS in the chaos. Very nicely done, and now an easy push out for Ninjago, surely.
The full team shove is, it's ambitious to put it lightly, especially with your med. Especially since they heard Alex trapping Baby Door. So at the very least, you're expecting to like lose the first guy through. But yeah, the full shove obviously doesn't work out. And with no soldiers on mid, really don't have a sacking option. No scouts hiding, none of that. So we are looking at Uber ad for Ninjago. Yes, they did force on last, but they killed the medic beforehand. So it's still ad for them. They should still be able to push 2.
Yeah, no, they just gotta
attempt to.
No, they're building fast enough, and Sunny's going to be caught out about 40% disadvantage just now getting up to River, so finally getting in position. But
Soldier drops down.
Nice force.
Yeah, actually, that's just enough. Gets the pack as well, still living. Jesus. Mild living a very long time there. Probably could have baited the choke a little better for Ninjago, but nonetheless, it is a flip-flop on 2. However, we do see that MGCS very close to getting and do just pop through. And nicely baited from Ninjago. Kaza is dying for the cause, but we'll be fine. Rave, however, is caught in rivers. They will be down 2 soldiers. Ultimately not great. Mob actually might get caught out here.
Oh no.
Oh man, a
Just
little bit of a crumble from MG's or from Ninjago. Is Alex caught? Alex is
yes,
caught
he
as well. Oh man, just trickling down. And at this point, they are just hemorrhaging the point. Now that being said, it should have been a little more ad. They didn't really have the great opportunity to settle down and build. But Finman is now at 75%. That being said, it's really only like 5 ad at this point, so I'd be scared actually for Ninjago if they do think it is, the good 30, 40 ad that it could have been. They might get themselves into trouble, but no, they are backing up. Yep, Mob switching to Engineer. They will play evens on last. And I suppose that's better than continuing to hemorrhage players, but man, they really went from the other team's 2 to their last just by losing player after player.
Yeah, 1 step forward and 2 steps back and back on their last yet again. It looked good, but then, just getting that force off early and sort of collapsed from there. But, they're doing well to get back, and, because so often it could just be a complete collapse on Gullywash, considering how fast you can move between points, like we said before. But the gun's in a different spot by the pillar, and this is more of a traditional sort of peek from river and get the pressure from platform there as Causes up there trying to deny that doorway.
Scout is in water, forcing a soldier to play on the ring, and man, Do It just dying to traps, trying to peek Shutter. Down a demo. Oh, Scout might be caught, Rave. Yeah. Demo and a Scout. So that's definitely a great opportunity to get some pressure. We do have Soldier just bombing from Shutter.
Nice.
Gets the force very easily there. Rave trying to get out. Very weak, but with the stick is able to live. And Causes just behind at this point. Soldier's trying to make something happen on point. Do get the force, but it's going to be a full team wipe for it. Sunny is stuck in water. And this actually is like kind of a scary play. Oh no. Is there someone?
Gotta go for it. Gotta go for it.
Oh, Mob senses it. And just like that. That's a late med death. Like the payoff is an entire round if it works out. But when it doesn't, now it's, you're stuck in a now what situation.
Well, you got to roll the dice sometimes, and in a moment like that, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. You can't exactly just hit the kill bind. Ninjago moving through, Causes taking a lot of damage walking through that choke, but the rest of his team will follow up, waiting for the arrow from Finman. It does connect, so he's going to do his thing walking through the elbow to jump off back to Big Door, and a little bit of a positional reset with the Scout's hot on his heels, though. Barely manages to get away, and sort of a...
I'm thinking of going up drop down.
He's definitely waiting for it. He's waiting for his moment.
Yeah,
he's just
the pressure stops, though. They're just choosing to play ad. Which is honestly fine if you're having that much trouble getting through.
Yeah.
And it looks like maybe just a Big Door pop through. They do use Sticky Gets Juggled for Alex.
Away,
sad to see. We do maybe see a choke shove. Moist Diab's still Moist Diab's still sitting in drop down. Didn't get spotted, so has a real opportunity for a play here. Honestly, going back up drop for a pinch play and choke would have been lovely, I think. But just playing by the forwards. Yeah, this is the player to look at here.
Absolutely. I'm just staring. He's waiting for his moment to go, just completely unseen. Knows that they're building, and here we go. Same time as the pop comes off, but just beefs on the jump a bit, but DeWitt manages to take out Alex down to demo.
I think that could have worked out better, but we actually have 3 players shoving from Ninjago. Trying to maybe outcap mid.
No.
Yeah, unable to get it. So at this point, they're all just trying to live. Rave does get cleaned up by Moist DM, who might actually find another trade here on a Mr. Kaza. Those soldiers are very weak, don't really want to take this fight necessarily. On the front lines, however, with those 3 kills, or 3 picks, 3-player advantage, I should say, we do have MGCS pushed all the way up to the other team's second, capping it. Kaza taking the fight now, actually winning it. And not getting chased quite yet by the Scout, but will get cleaned up now by Michael PC1. But that's space bought. That is the entire combo chasing back through choke, so... Space being taken onto second, and MGCS just give it up.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird play, but they finally realized, Ninjago, that they had space to move out with that Uber. Not really much to do with that Uber advantage. They were able to take a bit of a peek through choke, but push back just as quick there. And yeah, I guess there's just going to be even Ubers here on second.
Yep. It was actually this ad there. Sunny only now getting, so maybe that's why they left so readily. But anyway, even Ubers, we do have Demo holding Big Door. Pretty typical stuff. Mild very close. Alex definitely needs some help. Is getting arrowed now, but that might buy a little space. Imagine getting piped and getting behind after catching a bow, and Mild going behind as well. And it looks like Mob just trying to fight this, but it is a 2v1, so maybe not the smartest. Does duck out. Oh, but this
Alex.
pressure, Shutter, oh my god. Gets the Uber forced. Is Rave even going to get anything? They're trying to get these picks lobby. Oh, man. This is just not great, though.
And
Wow,
no, they
Rave.
had to get out, but Rave doing his best to stop him at the shutter. But Move actually throwing his hat in the ring, taking a chance, but no, decides to retreat before any more calamity falls. No soldiers on the slash. That's not getting the second capped up. And Sunny with full Uber, Finman at 30. Gun's going to be going up in the meantime, but I wonder if it'll be enough. They're actually a little bit slow to get in the lobby here.
Yeah, soldiers are going to get buffed at least. And we do have Imagine on heavy, going to be pushing heavy into last. Kind of slow.
Yeah.
Because you'd like to already kind of be going. Oh, and also on just a horrible choice of weaponry, I might add. Are they letting things even out? Because Finman already at 80%. Might have been worth building this Uber rather than playing the Pyro, actually. But now 90%. Uber gets popped, so they will be getting on a kite, if not right now. See if they save the Pyro. Actually, Engineer goes down with the gun, but they do use Pyro Uber. Sunny's caught in the doorway, and look at this. Just fantastic stuff. I didn't even see the Heavy. Did the Heavy do a single?
No, I have no idea. It came up just as quick on Soldier, so yeah, clearly no impact on that one. Bit of a bad call, really. Just imagine getting
in the shutter. Maybe do a trap or something, because I don't even think I heard the gun rev when the spawn camp as well. Is anyone gonna peek? Nope.
No, especially with 8 stickies in front of it, they're just gonna let that one go. Finman with about a 40% Uber advantage, so nothing to sneeze at, especially on Gullywash. With that last one being so small, a lot of ground can be covered pretty quickly. And now Cause is just battling here on Big Door, trading some spam with Do It. As that mid gets capped, and here they come through choke. They do have Mild Reverie up on top waiting for it. Finman gets the fake out. They know he's nearby. Rave checking it, is called out, takes the fight to him. Very nice counter jump. And Reverie gonna crater.
Kill. And that's basically the sack wasted. Nice space creation there from Rave. So Uber's really evening out here. Honestly, MGCS doing a decent enough job of stalling the push.
Absolutely.
Mob almost looks like he wants to take it. Nope, we'll just be ducking in the water.
Unseen?
Moist DM's on ring. I think they know.
Oh, okay. Oh, they have it clear now, okay.
Bomb in now, Mr. Kaza getting pretty hard denied from Michael PC1. The spam from Shutter and the point pressure. Wow, that's a lot of pressure at once. They got the kill as well. So I think at the very least, we're probably not seeing a counter sack from MGCS. They're just going to set stuff up. But man, that is Gullywash. This used to be a map that people said was impossible to sack into. And now the pressure can be really, really nasty. You get that player in water, forces a soldier off of a door, and yeah, a lot of explosive things can happen when you just pressure all those doors.
No, it's definitely my favorite map for a reason. It's this last point. It's basically like a more spacious sort of Badlands last. But yeah, lots of ways to get in, and they played the pressure perfectly. It looks like they're going to make another go of it. Mob going into water here. Moist on top of the ring yet again, but we'll see if they can replicate success and actually get that Uber. No, they're going to get forced in lobby here, actually. Exchange. To the shutter.
They have some cap time on point, so I guess this exchange makes sense.
Kaza.
On that front, and oh my god, they just almost capped. They just capped. Wow,
like
Moist just kind of caught looking the wrong way, gets knocked off the ring, and then 2 players on point, Splash and hit scan, just too much to deal with. I should point out as well that Moistium was on, I believe, Battalion's backup on last there, which really strong item, especially in those last stalemates, but good early round there, just scored off of pressure alone, no Uber. Well, I guess they exchanged, but
they pinned him down with their Uber in the shutter, and then just kind of made them commit.
Oh man, very aggressive mid. Both soldiers immediately bombing in. Sunny just stuck in the elbow. They lose both soldiers for the medic, however.
Finman
is kind of stuck in hell. 2 HP. Oh my god. It's hard to imagine. Yeah, Finman not going to be able to survive in that position against 2 scouts. That being said, it's anyone's game. Mob just kind of needs to win this 1v1. Gets the damage though. Uh-oh, Alex.
Plenty to clean up on.
Dying. Oh my god. Is Do It going to win this?
Ooh.
Invite Matt or Do It. Oh. Yeah.
Coming out of top. Oh no, but he's just smashed by Moist coming in out of baby door. How unfortunate.
Yeah, second mid fight starting now. But Blue's down a demo. That being said, everyone from Red is still rolling out. Oh, and Rave dying means that that's a pretty substantial pick to be down, especially without positioning. Gonna try to leave here. Finman, Jesus, 30 HP, is forced to leave, and actually down 2. They have to vacate second as well, so all the way back to last off of A very eventful mid fight. Definitely not what you're looking for if you're Ninjago, because we've seen a lot of this game has been on their last, and they've been pretty solid defensively. They haven't lost a round yet, but you'd very much like to be in the driver's seat if you're this team.
On that mid, though, Finman avoided death twice, so I think it's better to just get back to last and, you know, count your blessings, get that Uber up, and just do what you do best so far and just hold out on last. You know, it's just an answer of, or a matter of getting back onto their last and taking it coast to coast. They can defend just fine, but getting out has been a different story entirely.
Yep. So we'll see a little bit of carpeting on the point from Do It, trying to assist this player Water. Rave actually eating some spam. Point's kind of open for the moment. But Imagine not really committing to the pressure. Meanwhile, on the shutter side, Mild taking a fair amount of damage here. Mr. Kaza, however, dying. Maybe going for a play? Caught somewhere? I don't see where that was.
Oh, God,
kind of spam, I'm being told. That is quite unfortunate because soldiers are really important. Oh my god, the Pyro Uber. I really like this, actually. Pyro is just such a good exchange class. You just force so many flashes. You get to air blast people. And look at that. Down a soldier, instantly diffused with just a heads-up exchange there from Ninjago. That's great stuff.
I can't say I would have seen that coming, but yeah, it definitely worked out. I'll have to keep that one in the back pocket for next time.
Well, at this point, just make sure you don't get build checked. Honestly, like, I feel like Mobe switching to Scout just to build. Actually going Spy to off-class check, fair.
Interesting, okay.
Okay, and it's Alex who's building. As long as someone is building,
yeah, no, it's good.
What matters here. Okay, Imagine slipping into water. And they know about it as well, but still getting cap time. A little sketchy here, but committed to the point. Soldier bombing into the point as well.
He's just standing on it.
Yet again.
Balls of steel, it dies in the end, but man, he ties it up. Very nicely played. Just, like I said, just pressure, pressure, pressure. And yeah, wow.
Gullywash. That Scout Water is a real problem, and you kind of just need a soldier on the ring to deal with it in many circumstances.
Yeah, all tied up 1-1. I'm going to be watching this Do It cam, see if they can get something going here. Ninjago actually winning their first mid. Some good spam, and Rave AC going over the top and jumping over to his side. So pretty standard
in
stuff.
Drop down, same as first mid, but actually gets spotted by Mr. Kaza. Michael PC1 going down. Ooh, Finman dies. So does Sunny though, and another just super slobber knocker mid. Imagine does get focused down, but both these red players are on the low ground. Ooh, man, nice rocket from Mr. Kaza. This is just Scout cleanup damage.
Wow.
And wow, great teamwork there between Mobe and Mr. Kaza. Kaza gets the damage, and Mobe gets the cleanup.
Yeah, that was like a 2v2 MG situation right there. That's why you drill those, because yeah, Kaza with the long distance fadeaway rocket, and somehow, despite losing all the players, Ninjago takes this mid. Very nicely done.
Absolutely, getting through choke now, and Mild will bomb away this time, but gets chased and killed by Mr. Kaza, and Sunny's caught. Oh my god, it's a complete meltdown. Moistiem is landing on Finman, who can't save himself in an Uber, but gets dealt with. And just like that, leave a guy to cap, everyone to last. It's just Imagine up. This Scout really can't do anything to stop the point. Actually ducking into spawn. I mean, it was hopeless anyway.
No.
But, yeah. Wow. Just sheer momentum there.
They pulled it out of their hat. Just, yeah. Really amazing stuff. 2-1. Early lead. Just a little bit under 11 minutes to go. 12 minutes to go. So definitely comebackable for MG, but yeah, looking good. Ninjago taking us out to the fourth mid.
I love that Kaza bomb as well, because you got damage on Mild. Worst case scenario, you're like trading out, but was able to juggle the medic to low ground and just have them be caught. Just great stuff. But anyway, looking at yet another mid. Moistiem bombing it immediately. Rate very weak. Might just go down to some spam, but Moistiem gets dealt with. Health not great for the red team, but the picks are going in their favor. Sunny dying. Finman is a sacrificial lamb and choke, but with so many players alive for Ninjago, it's hard to imagine this isn't just cleaned up. Michael PC1 will leave, gets spotted leaving, so everyone on Ninjago knows that's where the guy is. They can kind of play wherever they want, get whatever packs they want. We'll see, I imagine, a second fight here from MGCS. That would make sense. They're going river now. It doesn't look like there's much contest. Alex just playing for some traps. Leaves at the first sign of trouble. So we will be settling down here. Even Uber's on 2. It's actually like 20 ad for Finman. I don't know if that's real or just building. We'll have to see if they actually play it like ad.
I don't think it'll be anything to work with. Yeah, I think Sony just stopped healing for a little bit, and Fitman just kept on building. Stretching to about 20. No, actually, they're just, yeah, they're playing it like it's even. They're not doing anything special. But yeah, stalemate on mid, and we'll have to see what happens. I'm liking how Ninjago sort of turning this one around. They're finally on the front foot. Gonna have to pressure into second here. Raven trying to take him through the choke, but backs up. And there's Moisty waiting over the top. Surely will get cleared up. No, getting the span down. Kaza going in for his sack, but nothing doing. And that'll be a good attempt, but a failed attempt nonetheless for Ninjago.
Yeah, pretty standard kind of setup. One soldier just trades damage on the door. The other hopefully gets through a little cleaner. Actually, mild. A nice one through choke gets a fair amount of damage on these players, but doesn't materialize into any picks. And with this kill, we do see some big door pressure this time around from Ninjago. Traps in baby door do get debt. Kind of tough situation to deal with. Sometimes you just kind of have to like bait the debt, but other times like baby door is just kind of not an option to sneak behind if the demo's watching it and properly trapping it like Do It is here.
Yeah, I think he just looked over the last second. I think Mo was really gambling on him not looking, and it did not pay off. So, yeah. Had to go for it, though. But I think they were mostly doing that for the sack because, yeah, he's up on sniper now. So that might have been the play all along.
And personally speaking, as a demo player, this hold in particular, where you're holding big door against a sniper, is my least favorite hold in the entire game.
I don't blame you.
It's really miserable. A lot of the time, you're just kind of looking to take a blind exchange that isn't just catastrophic for your team. They're playing like they already know about the sniper.
Yeah, they saw it.
They're really not giving peace. I do like what Mild is doing, though, playing baby here. They actually secure a kill and choke with only a soldier and a scout there, which is very nice. Maybe that was actually just a sack Rave. But
the answer back.
Yeah, just hits that headshot choke, so.
Just that easy.
Sack basically squandered there.
Hero peek, surely.
Kaza getting in. Unable to get any value, though, so that is the sack. Looking like some pressure choke for the counter sack here. We do have Mope very close big door, actually, just scoped up. Oh, man. And gets a really deep peek right now.
Oh, unfortunate. He's getting pressure now. The spam, the scout could chase down, but no, backing up. And yeah, that was almost a death for Mope there on sniper. He's going to have to go for the hero peek sooner or later. 60 seconds to go.
Yeah, a minute left. You're definitely looking for something. Oh my God.
It's nuts. The hero peek indeed. Oh my God, Mope. Calm down.
Unbelievable. I mean, how many players were just clumped up there and they couldn't kill him in time? Yeah, Jesus. Well,
I have no idea what that means, but I'm going to assume he's not happy. Oh, that's just so unfortunate. Excellent shot. Michael PC1 actually up on sniper. Could get the cheeky re-snipe if Finman is not careful. Here comes the clearance through. Raven leading the way.
Oh, man. Causes in so much damage on these soldiers. Moistium does get cleaned up, and soldiers are so important on last as well. That death is going to be a big deal. At this point, Ninjago can already be moving towards last. Michael PC1 is scoped up main. Does not get anything, though. Reaper does get popped. It establishes top right positioning, but that's about it. And players are standing on stickies. This could actually be a hold. Picks get traded down. It's a little early to call, but Alex not in the best position. Actually, just gonna focus down now. It will be a failed push, actually.
Ninjago's soldiers were just a bit too late on that one. The combo was in Hubert, but just about 3 seconds too late on the soldiers.
Oh, Rave will be trying to sack here. Eats a rocket, though, immediately. Actually, just kind of stalling point for a little bit. Does get cleaned up. Was that Moisty on shotgun? Did I hear that? Yeah, he's not wearing any shoes.
Yes,
so he is on shotgun. Maybe from defending last. I know some soldiers will switch to shotgun for a last defense, but still on it. Anyway, down a soldier. Kaza gets spotted as well, so decides, I can't really get a good sack in, but he's still committed. Kind of waddling around. Gets bowed, so he won't be dying, at least. Slight disad, though, and oh boy, if they take this Uber right now, it's the force. Okay, Finman 99 getting Uber now. This could be very scary for MGC.
They want to go back into it.
Yup. Immediate repop. Alex gets a bomb off as well. Michael PC1 at the very least caught. Does go down. Mild is behind, and the picks actually aren't really
Alex.
Oh, look at this bomb from Mild. Landing right on the medic, but no! Doesn't get it.
How many blocks a rocket with his body? I love it. That's a good pocket scout right there, baby. I love it.
Brave with a timing choke as well. Decent damage. Follow up from Mr. Kaza. Oh man, both die. And Mob already setting up a gun on last. This is definitely heads up because, yeah, MGCS are definitely headed that way after this. Crazy fight on 2. They just weren't able to hold off the aggression.
Yeah, but MG is a little bit slow on the draw there, even without Uber. I think they could have maybe tried something, but with it decelerating a bit, I think these Ubers will be able to come into play here, especially with that gun at level 2 around the pillar. So looks like they want to come in through River. They might think it's ad still, so here we go.
Oh, they do. They use. And a big trap there as well. Unfortunately, doesn't get anyone. Immediate repop on the Pyro. Actually, only materializes in 1 kill. Getting the kill is very important because
yeah,
just like mentally, MGCS are probably not going to push afterwards. It's like, ah, screw it, we're down 1. But man, I've seen Gullywash refights after exchanges go very, very poorly for the defending team. So it's definitely nice to be able to rebuild that gun, just build your Uber, just take a breather if you're Ninjago here. It's, 4 minutes left in the game. You definitely would love to just reset this and then mid to last and just have the game be over with a 3-1.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of good clock management.
Look at the sniper peek main.
Oh, just caught looking.
No.
Caught looking.
That's the one place you can't stand.
No, absolutely not. They did not expect that, but there we go. Sunny with Uber in hand, taking some heat from Rave, but cleared away just as easily. Down 2 now, one of them being the medic. Here comes the Uber in from Sunny, and it's looking good in secret as the Soldier will surely be sussed out.
Nah, there's just so much cap time. Soldier in secret, though. Alex goes down. It's hard to imagine this is... the Heavy almost dropped down in time, but just not quite. Man. They just kind of caught lacking there. You have to expect a sniper, at the very least, like play like they have it. Just standing in front of main, especially the sniper just got such a slow peek off. Peeked past the demo, peeked past the scout, and saw the med just sitting out in the open.
It was a hands-off keyboard moment right there. That's what that looked like to me.
Well, we are looking at another mid. Immediate double bomb from Rave and Mr. Kaza. Rave gets nothing, but Mr. Kaza able to get 2! Not just the medic, but the scout as well. And at this point, it's Operation Protect Finman, who actually is getting a kill of their own. Imagine might be caught as well. No chase here from Mob, which probably an easy kill to secure, but ultimately a pretty fruitless one, I would say, because that player would spawn by the time you push anyway.
Yeah.
So really, no point risking getting 2-shot, I guess. Or at least like,
he's sticking with his medic. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, we do have Imagine on Sniper defensively this time around. We'll be playing right spawn. No gunpire setup like Ninjago have been going with. To great success, I might add. And look at this. Everyone getting buffed.
Uh-oh.
River. Sniper gets spotted. Sniper gets dealt with. And at this point, they've been pretty slow, all things considered. They do use through now. Look at that. Immediate kill. Pyro is on the gun, but gun goes down. And now you can play with that. I was going to say that advantage, but Sunny full committed out of the spawn gets dealt with. Both scouts die, however, so the point pressure is going to be a little tough. Rave trying to go to point now, but gets dead on. And now it's just Alex and Finman.
Yeah.
It cleaned up. Oh, man.
I think part of that was they should have done, just send a sacrificial lamb to death those traps because they were just waiting for it the entire time.
Maybe,
and it just allowed enough of a delay for their spawns to get out and just, that was...
They did let Do It come out of right spawn and get a kill. I think if you just let your demo deal with the gun as you start establishing that right side positioning, everyone can still be flashed. And you maybe deny that a little more. But overall, I mean, I'll just chalk that up to a good defense from MGCS.
Yeah.
Well, it is a slight disad for them, and them being Ninjago here. About 20%. Now, I don't remember if this... No, it was a late med death from Finman, so this is real disad, and we might see them start to back up around 70-80% as they are doing, right now, playing bats. This is good timing from them. At this point, already 80%. And nice pipe there from Alex. Gonna slow things down in big door, and that pipe alone probably bought time for Finman to get Uber.
but it could be to their detriment. 40 seconds to go, so this could go into banny time, and the next round would win it, and they're on their last. I mean, they've been doing well, but that's not the kind of pressure you want. The trap onto Reverie, going to get the soldier pick. Very nice.
Oh,
Going to
gets
go
caught.
down as well. Oh, there we go. Lock and load paid
Mr.
off.
Cause is behind as well. This is really,
Flooding
really
through.
bad.
Yeah.
This is so bad for MGCS. Mope taking a 1v1 with Imagine on the floor, gets dealt with. Mr. Kaza,
no.
however, forced to take the fight against a fully buffed Scout. But nonetheless, definitely pressure eased for Ninjago. Now you're in the driver's seat. 3 picks into second. Soldier gets spotted. That's really the only guy that could be sacking here, and dealt with pretty easily. Brave, though. Oh, man. Almost dying. Gets healed up nicely. And look at this aggression. Exchange is going to get taken here. Ooh, Alex can't get saved in time, but...
Oh, Finman! Oh, he melted too hard.
That's just the one thing you can't do.
Oh, God.
The other team's already used Uber. You're already guaranteed a longer Uber. You just need to not drop any drop. I like this double soldier setup choke, but it's just not enough to get a kill.
Wipe for wipe. Wow, how do you like that?
That could be the game. It's not so direct as dropping on last, but this Uber could be played into last. So
it's a 45 advantage. So yeah, that's definitely more than enough.
This is also one of those situations where it's so easy. Oh my God. Yeah, nice play in the forwards. I was gonna say this is one of those situations where you feel like you have to make a play, and that's like the one thing that makes you lose, rather than just like the gun pyro that always worked. Right. But I do very much like that sniper play in the forwards. But backcap is such a threat here. There's 5 players alive. They would love nothing more. Yeah. Mr. Kaza does go down, but lobby's being held. Choke is being watched. They are totally safe. And a nice 40 ad to play with.
This is just back and forth here in the last 3 minutes. It's just been pure chaos. No team wants to go out of this yet. They're clearly fighting for those 3 points the whole way. Finman at 90, walking through choke. Sunny only at 50. They're kind of going slow about this Rave, jumping in to get the space. But Reverie right at the choke there to spam through.
Gonna be dying for it though.
Yeah.
And MoistDM unable to secure the trade onto Rave. And actually, Michael caught in choke as well. That's 2 kills without even using the Uber.
Rave.
Oh man, that was very aggressive from Rave. Dude, are they still trying to take this Uber?
Oh yeah.
Trading down kills is not terrible for them, but it's definitely. Oh man.
Miles
gets in on the med. Does get the force, but still, I mean, you have to push out a last with this ad. As long as Finman's not caught to the Uber, which low-key kind of is at the moment. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, hiding behind the point. Hasn't been spotted yet. Is Finman able to get out? This would be the craziest thing ever. Oh my God. Not able to. Man, played the flip, but forgot to play the flop, and they're just caught to the Uber.
That's a good way to put it. But Hami, can he get it twice in a row? Switching to sniper in the forwards. Back big door, waiting for them to come through.
That
choke.
scout pick and choke really helps.
Yeah.
And Do It still trying to peek. It's juggled in. Could Rave get the kill? Does.
Yes.
Man, they're just trying to force their way through Gullywash choke against 2 soldiers, and that's just not how this map works. You just get the guys that are on the other door, get them through the other door. Because there isn't a soldier on it. Mr. Kaza is
Hi, Bomb.
I'm in from MoistDM, which is so weird to be sacking when your team has ad. It's like they just forgot that this push was only happening off of picks. Okay. This time Finman has to live against the pop through. Okay, it does happen. Finman is kind of caught, is able to get out.
Oh, nice
Alex does die, however. Hemi, is very committed. Will go down. And Mr. Kaza is dying in lobby. So that's 3 kills for the Uber. You're really happy with that if you're MGCS. But at least Finman lived, so Ninjago at least have ad. And their demo and sniper shouldn't get denied either.
No, just Kaza, and they're looking to work with this Uber, but surely MG is going to back up. Rave already getting some space, and yeah, Blue is back in their choke, but here comes the counter jump actually from Reverie. Takes down Rave AC, so nice counter aggression, and now Ninjago just backed up on their choke, and they can't use this Uber advantage.
They do trade the kills, though, and space is
they are going.
being bought, so they are able to get through it. Man, this might honestly be... that. For a moment there, that Uber is definitely worth using, but it will even out here on 2. Yeah, with Ninjago, I suppose you can't complain. At least you have mid. You get to sack into 2. At this point, if the other team slips up, that could be add into last, and that could just be the game. as you were saying earlier with MGCS, in that same situation, this time it's Ninjago's turn to try and pick apart the hold.
Indeed, total back and forth in this one. I'm loving it so far. Trying to get the pressure through Big Door, laying down the stickies. Alex with the rest of his scouts, trying to find a way in. Mobe waiting right around the corner to ambush and bushwhack anybody that steps up. And he finds one.
This is curious. Yeah.
Nice.
Actually does get Michael PC1, and that's a pick. Pick is very nice to work with. And look at this, the immediate choke shove. I love this so much, actually. Just textbook.
Good coordination.
Finland's pretty forward. Both soldiers are already through, though, and it's down 2 for MGCS. They do use... Oh, but Hammy gets dropped. Okay, honestly...
It's okay.
Not using there worked out wonderfully for...
Oh,
a little early there. Somehow gets out alive. That's ridiculous. But the fact that they got enough kills there that they weren't down players, it was even players, means that now they get to push with that. They are being a little slow about it at this point.
Juked by his own teammate there.
Sunny now 40%. Mild is going for the play, but dealt with pretty handily. But yeah, they need to be fast into last, and I hope they realize they need to be fast into last. This might be like a pop through main type of Uber, because Sunny's already at 70%. If they are too slow with this, looks like they're going to go straight river. Okay, they're going to use in. Sunny's already at 80%. He might be contending. Ooh, the pyro goes down though. And look at this, focusing the soldier on right side. Nice rocket there from Rave. Does trade out. Sunny 92%. Should be getting this Uber, but down 3. So at this point, does get the Uber, does pop it, but I don't even know if it's going to be enough. Everyone on Ninjago are living. Okay, Mr. Kaza getting focused down, but the refight's happening now. The crunch is happening. Imagine, so weak. Mobe not playing the point though. Oh, they're waiting so long. They're just leaving?
They're playing it real safe. I don't really know about this.
I really don't like that. Mobe just gets on point. I think it's
60
over.
ad. 60 ad.
It is 60 ad, but you know, at some point you have to just take a good Uber and win, and they just took a good Uber and chose not to win, it feels like.
I think they're better. They're playing it safer than sorry. I think at this point, because yeah, it's so close, but they really don't want to get coast to coast, and I can just feel it. So yeah, I think they're just playing this Uber, and that's exactly what they're looking to do. They're gonna go through Shutter. I think is the way they're gearing up. So here we go.
Yeah, you're spotting it. They do use through gun pyro again, but this time definitely getting stuffed way harder. Gun does go down. They at least get top right, but no pick this time around. Heavy has already spawned. A lot of cap time, though. Oh my god, that might just be enough to win. Soldiers are bombing in.
Ooh,
how much damage onto the Heavy? Where's the other soldier? Rave. Baiting. And man, really wish that Mobe just commit water last time based on how free I was with this Uber.
Oh, well, Rave AC getting one, so trading out Moist CM.
Man. Well, gonna be disad on 2 now. That pick on the Moise, actually, look at this. They still have a Heavy on last. They are really stalling. They're building the gun. They are not pushing out. They are giving up full ad. I was going to say, like, TF2, it feels like, has kind of karmic retribution when you do something you shouldn't. And I really thought that Ninjago would lose just karmically after just choosing to leave in what looked like a winning situation. But then MGCS not pushing out on full ad just because they're down a soldier kind of seems to swing things the other way.
I wonder if Mobe's done a lot of charity work or something to get that karmic balance going his way.
He is sniping into last through main. Actually unable to secure, does get the kill on the soldier, but might get traded out by Mild. Nope, does not.
Rave to the rescue.
There, though. And look at this, Mr. Kaza's in, trying to sack. Goes down though. Do some stickies. And that's a 2-for-1 trade. We'll see if MGCS really do anything. Is this a pause that we're looking at?
Looks like it.
Interesting. I like where Mild is stuck here in this pause.
Oh yeah, basically touching his head to the ceiling. Love it.
He's kind of interesting. This is interesting. So we're looking at some sniper versus sniper sort of scenario. And I should mention as well that, man, I don't want to like metagame the pauses, even though I do it every time, but I think this was like a minute 30 before a round reset. So we might be looking at a round reset pause. We have to kind of talk about this mid and make sure we don't get mid to lasted type of deal. Love to see.
Yeah, and I think that was around about the time left on the clock. But yeah, what a way to do it. I mean, like we said, we don't really know if there's a lot of play-up implications for this match, but I think both teams are taking it quite seriously, especially busting out a pause. at a time like this, you can only imagine what's happening. But I mean, I'm loving what Ninjago's putting out so far. But you got to respect MG hanging in there, and it's been 2-2 for a very long time now.
Yeah, it's very back and forth, which is frightening to say the least. As someone who put a lot of points on this game, only for no one to bet on the other team for some reason. So the odds are 91-9, which, like, Jesus Christ, guys. Do you not just see that and be like, it's going to be a more even game than that? I'll bet on the other team.
This is why I never trust Vegas odds, man.
Well, in any case, I got to say, Ninjago is, I was going to say pretty good in the driver's seat into last, but we've seen a couple failed Ubers now, and we've seen resorting to sniper into last. I don't know if I like that. I'm generally someone who doesn't like playing with a sniper very often, but especially when we've seen them already score a round off of just point pressure. But have some really creative sacks, some really creative things into last. Now, that being said, they were creative with their sniper. They were playing a scout in water with the sniper, trying to kill the guy on ring. So they're still like being intelligent about it, but I don't know. It's definitely a class that lends itself towards slow gameplay, towards resetting to mid, and I don't know if that's something they want.
Well, both of these teams have players that, yeah, I think are pretty well known to just hop off the sniper because I mean they can make things work, But yeah, we often see that it's not the best thing to just default to. But like you said, they have been mixing it up and doing something with it. It's not just I'm going to go sniper. So
Yeah.
it's better than the usual.
All right. I don't know. At this point, pretty much just waiting for the unpause. Um,
I
yeah.
think your channel points are in good hands though. I have faith.
I am nervous. So we've seen mid to lasts, and the fact that Ninjago weren't able to close out that round does like karmically curse them to some extent. It was so literally all three players on blue were just stuck in the same little corner in front of point. Mob is in water, ready to pressure the point. The collapse was coming in. All the spam classes, all the projectiles and splash were just converging, and they just all called it off. It was jaw dropping.
Well, yeah, like I said, I thought they were playing it conservatively, just play the advantage. But the fact that they did it twice in a row, I can't defend that. So yeah, I'm on
Well,
board with
the
you
second
there.
time around was just failed. They just lost people. They failed to secure that early pick with the Uber the second time around. They lost guys, and yeah, just I mean that's the risky run when you're just choosing to try and play the ad when you're already like that committed, already that close to the finish line.
Yeah, I don't know. Nah. Whatever. As long as you don't lose because of it, I think in the end, either you look like a genius or you look like a moron. But I mean, I guess time will tell. We're still in this pause, so it's clearly
Mhm.
not over yet. So, yeah, I just really hope they don't drag this up like another hour, because I love test of skill and all that, but especially considering the implications aren't that great. Just start throwing it out there, see what you got. Just have fun with it after a certain point.
I'm actually a little curious who paused this because I think it's most likely that it's around reset pause.
Yeah.
But that could be either team because if you're MGCS, you're really feeling like you're given kind of a new life here in this next round. But if you're Ninjago, you felt a whole lot of momentum just suddenly,
Drop.
yeah, just completely squashed,
Yeah.
and definitely want to make sure to keep that in check. I do like that they're pausing at all because there are so many teams that I see, especially invite teams, that it's almost like, oh, we are actually resumed here. Especially invite teams that are just like, oh yeah, it's like they decide to lose, like just start slipping. How many like upsets have you seen where the team that should be winning and like starts slipping up and losing just never pauses and they're just like, yeah, we'll just, I guess we've just lost.
Yeah, I guess that's more akin to what I said, but yeah, I guess some teams just straight up do not care after a certain point. Mental comes into a lot, I think,
So
especially
we
in
do have the
invite.
Mo Peak River. Peaks onto the demo, doesn't get the pick.
Gets my Michael PC though. There we go. That's
There
something.
we go. And oh my god, Mild dying
Ooh.
as well. That's 2 kills in the last. Deep Peak from Mob does get shut down by Do It. And is this another pause?
Okay. I have no idea what's going on then. 40 seconds on the round timer. by the time of pausing. So still some room to work with if they get it unpaused again, but I can't imagine what the second one is for.
Yeah, so it looks like Hammy's about to be dying in water to Moist DM. It looks like Rave, very weak actually, might be trying to fight Do It, might just be trying to, actually can't get healed because Finman is tanking Mr. Causa Shutter. I imagine they might be trying to go for an exchange. We'll have to see. But overall, I don't know if it's going to be a great situation for Ninjago, considering, yes, they had 2 picks, but they're about to lose Hammy, so it should be overall neutral on that front. Yeah, I don't know. And this second pause as well is suspiciously in tune with a potential mid to last if it is truly after a round reset. Yikes, that I'm going to lose a bunch of channel points, I think.
No, it'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Man, how much could you possibly be talking about with just 40 seconds of gameplay after like a 3-minute pause?
I think Finman's one of those that has a lot to say during pauses, so that might be part of it.
Because if you're on last, it should be so, like, you should know how to hold last. You shouldn't need to pause to talk about what your setup looks like. Because you already know. You've done it tens of times a night for 8 weeks. You know how you like to hold last. Why are you pausing to talk about it? I feel like that's more tilt than anything. If that's really what's going on. This is all pure speculation.
Well, I like speculation. It's fun. But I mean, I don't know. I think they're just trying to be thorough and prevent any further unwinding and maybe prevent it from spilling over into the next week. And there we go. And yep, Hami does take a direct from Moist in water. Very nicely done. Gun goes down. Ubers are popped off, and here's the exchange.
Yeah, pretty much exactly as we expected. Heavy is spawned here, however. Very difficult to imagine that anything is going to happen Ninjago's way here. And my frames got absolutely killed by that.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, well. I don't know how much time is left at this point in the half.
10 seconds.
I imagine it's not much. Okay, yeah. So the reset is now, and I get to see which team paused. It's hard to imagine that this heavy on last is not going to be enough. Actually gets 2 kills. And yeah. So that's the reset, and I think we're in for an explosive mid. I think the game might be ending soon, and the pause was... who was the pauser?
Hamilcar Barca.
Yeah, Ninjago. The one's pausing.
So yeah, it might have just been, okay guys, let's get it together, and Finman saying his piece. I can just hear it now in my head. Alex rolling out to mid.
Ooh. Yeah, the big door rollout from Do It. They're trying to play the other team's side. Alex alone in choke, however, does go down. Uh-oh. Rave dying as well. That's down many players. Moistian in lobby does get shut down. And look at this, just back to even Ubers on last. Love to see that. Mr. Causa is like stuck on the floor trying to upward direct the scout on 11 HP. This is actually where the pause was, and it was paused by Do It, interestingly enough. So no, not mid to last situation, but just like that, Ninjago now the ones very uncomfortable with the situation.
Well, I guess it makes sense because it wasn't Ninjago discussing their last hold. It was MG settling their last push because I think that's the thing. Obviously, they've run into the most trouble tonight, just trying to break Ninjago. But Sunny sitting on that, actually Finman as well. So I guess it'll just be a sack situation. They do have the gun up and Mob on Pyro. Let's see if he'll gamble right on the right spot.
From Moist DM. Now Mob is just kind of periodically just throwing some flames out there, but he is a problem. I will say, maybe they off-class checked and I didn't. Okay, going for the demo gets the demo. That's a problem. They lose 2 though. Okay, you're chilling for Ninjago. Rave dying here would be really bad, but does actually get the kill, and we might be looking at a push out.
I mean, yeah,
quite sound, especially since all 3 players are spotted. You know you're not getting back capped. But it's just these soldiers. Ooh, crazy bomb in. Mr. Causa does die, and honestly probably back out to last again. If more players were committed to that, then that would have been a pretty successful push, I feel like.
At least the 4s.
Off-class checking again from Mob, confirmed the spy yet again. And yeah, this time Alex, definitely fresh on the mind. Don't get backstabbed.
I would hope.
But since they know about the spy, I imagine it's not going to go very well. And especially considering that, if they like don't sack and don't really do much just to bank on the spy play, they're going to waste a lot of time here. Which I really wish that my round timer weren't broken from all these pauses. I imagine we're maybe in the
2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I would have guessed exactly that, but you're just gonna have to believe me. Look at this MOBA on the hunt for the spy in this counter sack. Just really trying to clear everything.
Moise is going around the world actually, and River and DeWitt gonna be getting the kill on the Kaza.
Potential timing here, bottom river.
Oh yeah.
Does decloak, but it has been vacated by now. So probably just gonna have to recloak, and yeah, I mean, even down a guy like with this spy that's been confirmed, just can't really do anything. And this is also kind of why I'm not the biggest fan of Cloak and Dagger. Like, yes, you can pick the timing, but how many timings are you really getting here? Okay, point pressure. Imagine goes down.
Oh, no way.
Decloak on point. Moise, yeah, gets the backstab. And that's a lot of point pressure. This is now very scary. Mr. Kaza might be dying in main. That would be so bad. He's able to get arrowed. Okay. They're okay for now.
Yeah.
Another 2-for-1 trade. And another kind of reset situation. But this time, there's a lot of cap time. So exchange potential for MGCS. Just play a post fight, get the gun down. Oh, they do have the heavy rolling out. This is precarious for Ninjago.
Unspotted though. But they do have a Pyro as well. The double wolf class.
Oh man, Pyro and water would be really, really hard to deal with. Ooh. Okay, heavy gets spotted in river. And Pyro confirm going. They know exactly what's happening. Are they going to let it happen though? They're going to take the exchange. Okay, they're getting air blasted off the point a little bit. This is really anyone's call right now. Yeah. The heavy is just going to be so healthy though. Mob is going to be going down most likely here. Oh, but they lose 2 players, Mob and Ray. Oh my god, the collapse. And just all the stops got pulled out there. And I am 10,000 channel points per.
I'm sorry, I had to keep the hope alive. I believed, but yeah, same outing as last time against these two teams, right? 3-2.
That is crazy. I mean, that's Gullywash last for you. We got to see just so many different rounds get scored without even successful sacks, just through that water pressure. And man, especially when you pull out the Pyro heavy into water, like as the defending team, you need to act fast because you know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
But man, that's tough. It's just a difficult situation to deal with.
Yeah, you can see it happen, but sometimes you're just helpless to do anything. All you can do is look.
Yeah. Well, we do have some logs to look at. And very, very close stat-wise, it appears. Both meds with 1 drop, 18 Ubers. Couple more deaths to Sunny, or for Sunny. But overall, team kills, team damage, very, very close. I mean, we don't need to look at the logs to say that was a very close game. We saw that. Man, I'm trying to look for like standout performers in particular, which is kind of tough because that was just such a long game that things all kind of returned to mean, I feel like. Most kills in the server, however, is Do It, which is pretty noteworthy. Demo can get a lot of kills on Gully, but you can just as easily get very few. Sometimes like Feast or Famine, when the game slows down and you just aren't getting trap kills, then you're just not going to get a lot of kills. And if it's very fast and you're just, you know, nuking in mid fights and last fights, then you can get a lot that way as well.
And I think it's just a tale of the soldiers primarily just always being a nuisance and doing what they do best on Gullywash, kind of showing why Scots hate this map so much, frankly.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do really like there were so many times that Rave and Mr. Kaza just chose to play the same doorway, chose to both play choke when the other team's trying to dry push, and really, really punish them for it by killing the first scout through and sometimes killing the demo after. Stuff that was really nice, but overall, it's hard if you're Ninjago not to be thinking about, I'm going to bring this up again, that last push where you were winning and then decided to just play the ad, and then the second Uber was way worse. Yeah, stuff like that. again, it karmically just curses you. I've seen it happen so many times.
Well, now all things are evenly balanced though because both teams are 9-7, so there's your equilibrium.
Yep. And also, MGCS securing a playoffs spot. They really, really needed to win that to secure playoffs. And I'm looking now. I think that, yeah, with all the matches played, they actually
Oh,
just snuck
yeah.
into a second place spot with that. Just barely
Okay.
with round percentage. They have 2 more round wins and 1 more round loss. Interesting. That being said, doesn't really make that much of a difference because if they are playing against the 3rd seed, then they would have played against Ninjago anyway. But I guess they get to do it from the upper side of the bracket, which gives you a map pick advantage. Not a map advantage, but you get to pick more maps than the other team, which is obviously something they would like.
It's the little things, they add up.
Yep. So, going to be exciting to keep an eye on advanced playoffs, how things are going to go. And yeah, exciting game. A lot of like last stalemating, but a lot of innovative strategies, a lot of tension as well. Any shout outs from you?
Just the typical sort. You, Josh, everybody watching. Both these teams, again, another great match to watch, 3-2. You know, uh, little things add up, ounces make pounds. But yeah, that, that last push was pretty bad. But other than that, glad these guys came out and gave us a good one. So yeah, pretty much it.
Yeah, I'll honestly match those and shout outs to the Fireball family. But that's going to be all from us tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed this advanced coverage. Stay tuned for playoffs coming soon.